Uh, to improve your psychological flexibility, you focus on these three things: being present, staying open, and taking values-based action. So the thing at the top of this triangle, be present, has got kind of these two elements. So it's about being in the here and now, but it's about being flexibly in the here and now. So it's about learning to be present and focused, for example, if I'm sharing this presentation, but it's also learning to open up your attention. If someone calls your name and you need to be able to have an open attention. So being flexible in the way you practice your mindfulness, not just in meditations, but in everyday living, when you're connected with nature, when you're talking to someone. So there's that element. And that I, which is kind of above the mountains, that represents the transcendent self. So tuning into that part of yourself, which is observing yourself, the observer, the witness, that part of you that's silent, that's peaceful, that's completely pure, perfect, and complete. Some people call it awareness or consciousness or the observer self. But the amazing thing is that's both a spiritual concept, but by very high quality and hardcore science, they've found that having this ability to have a different perspective of who you are, so you are not your story, you're not your past with all that stuff that's happened, but you're the observer of all that. It's very healthy and is part of being present. Staying open is about learning to step back and actually observe your thoughts and feelings as just thoughts and feelings, but also learning to receive your feelings as a gift. So that talk that we had about it's okay to not be okay, that's an example of staying open, of making space internally for the feelings to arise and to meet them with kindness. And we do that not because if we like them, because who likes feeling anxious or feeling sad? You probably don't like it. But if you try to push it away or you try to reject it, it will just strengthen. So you do the best you can to internally open up to it and to treat it honorably as a guest that's come to visit you, because that's the best way to meet it and to learn from it and for it to ultimately pass. And the final part of this triangle is I've drawn a heart there with a door, because it's about meaningful action. So it's learning about what your values are, taking values-based action. So my values are learning and teaching, about creativity, about being playful and fun. And if I'm doing that when I'm doing any activity in the here and now, the present moment, it will become rich and meaningful. And most mindful programs, they focus on these two, but they don't appreciate the importance of working out what our values are and about taking action based on those values as well in the moment. So that's a nice simplified model of ACT, which gives you a good sense of what I'm talking about, I think.